been shooting from a cannon. Mid-flight, here to recite, I ain't landing. Handles like a vandal at night, you can't grab it. Fire underneath my hood is outstanding. Blast through a wall of bricks like Superman did. Ain't nothing holding me back but me standing. So I'ma take off right now from this planet. The new sound has been found in yo. I don't know what you've been told, but I ain't gonna stop till I break the...
Now from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati.
McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Here's Evan McPherson. And off we go here in Cincinnati. This will be returned from the 6. Oh, he's got room past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Right to the air is Prescott. That'll be caught by the running back, Williams. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll come up now for second down and 4. They'll run here with the rookie. And he's going to take this past the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
Play action now. Prescott. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, and now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
Yeah, here we go.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
What can they do here? This is third and forever.
Yeah, here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Dak. Nacua snags it over the middle. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up fourth down. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on fourth and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
So the offense found themselves in a little bit of no man's land. They were too far for a field goal attempt, but too close to attempt a punt. So they decided to be aggressive early and go for it on fourth down. But it was the defense that turned them away with a huge stop to start this game.
First and 10.
Here we go. Time.
Here's Burrow going to begin this one with a pass. That's to his tight end, Eric All. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3.
Here we go.
Evans. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
They bring Chase in motion. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he won't make it. Scrimmage going to lose a yard as he steps out of bounds.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Burrow. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they...
Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. But he'll gather it back in. Oh, man, Greg, those must be scary times for a player. Not that it happened to you often, but he lost the ball but was able to get it back and avoid the turnover.
Well, Mike, I hate to admit it, but unfortunately, I was in that situation a few times. And I'll tell you what, when that ball pops out of your hand, the only thing on your mind is there anything I can do to get it back? In this case, he was able to get it back, and he dodged a bullet.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Gun.
A run here with Evans. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That one taken in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This one taken at the 7. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there!
Throwing is Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their second sack, and we're still here in the first quarter.
He's got his tight end, Mark Andrews. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable second down.
They face second down and 7. In motion comes Andrews.
Hey, kill! 27! 26!
They'll throw again. Dak. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Yeah! Here we go! Let's check! 26!
Play fake. Prescott. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow. This is intercepted. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And now, after the pick 6, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion.
Here we go, 46! 26!
Now Prescott. And he will get in. And they take the lead by 1 on top 8-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll take it in at the goal line, and he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Stop!
They go play action for Burrow. He'll get that to all his tight ends. And they'll mark him down up beyond the 30.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
11, Thomas. Here we go, here we go. Shot.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
2nd down, Burrow. Open man, downfield, Chase has it. And they're going to get this ball down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 11, Thomas. Shot.
To throw is Burrow. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball and keep that to a short gain.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7.
Let's get set. 11, Thomas. 11, MT, take. 11, MT, take. Shot.
Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Short kick taken just inside the 20. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Yeah, here we go.
In motion comes Andrews. Dak going to throw it here on first down. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check.
On the play fake, Dak. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, L.A. Prescott will bring up his guys for this 2-point attempt. In motion comes Andrews. Now Prescott. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow working in the pistol. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Rams will have great field position right around midfield.
And this is going to go down as a pick, but it really was the pressure defensively that caused the interception. I mean, he was a little sloppy with his fundamentals, but I think it's as a result of the guy in his face led to that ball kind of sailing, inaccurate throw, and that's just really good team defense.
And he's out of bounds in great shape down at the 15-yard line. What a run by Williams. 36 yards.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
A first down throw for Prescott. Backs to the right side. He's got Andrews. Here's a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He pulls it in around the 5. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just...
To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Los Angeles. And how about that? His first career catch also becomes his first career NFL touchdown.
Makes the score Rams 23, Bengals 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
On 2.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he's got it to the 35-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. That's complete to all the tight end.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Here we go. Shot.
Now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Here we go.
3rd down, 3 to go.
Shot.
Throwing is Burrow. Open man, left side. He's got it. A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on 3rd down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route. And then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
Burrow here on 2nd down. There's that man again. Another catch. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a 1st down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. We have an injured player for the Rams on the field. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Here's 2nd and 6.
Gun. Shot.
To throw is Burrow. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Accelerating toward midfield. Still going. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Rams. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Rams add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A return now from the 4. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Burrow. This one, deep downfield for Chase. That is brought in. And he will take this one in. 77 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. This is fielded inside the 5. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Kill.
That's quickly to Andrews on the RPO. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Now a 2nd down throw for Prescott. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Prescott on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 34 seconds to go until the break. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
In motion comes Andrews.
Kill. We're going to 54. Why here?
They'll throw again. Dak. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that is incomplete. Searching for his Pro Bowl tight end Mark Andrews that time. And now it's 4th down. And this one's going to be downed inside the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
On 1st and 10, Burrow. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their 2nd as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half.
On 1, ready?
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up Incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
12, 12, 12.
Second down. Burrow. He's going to let it go deep for Chase. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
Here we go, here we go.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Burrow from out of the gun here on 3rd down. Oh, and he's going to go down. He could not get rid of it, and that's going to bring an end to this first half. So we're at halftime, and it's the visitors, the Rams, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. And he's got it at the 1. And not much doing on this return. Good coverage. They're stopping his tracks right at the 15-yard line.
On 1, ready?
1st and 10.
Here we go.
The third quarter begins with a run. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9.
Gun, gun. Dot. Mighty. 11 mighty. Dot.
Back to throw. Burrow. This one deep downfield for Chase. And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Unloads downfield, looking for Nacua. And the Bengals are going to take possession at their own 3-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
On 1, ready? Here we go. 11. Dot.
Here's Evans. And not really anywhere to go there. He'll take this up only to the 4. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Higgins sent in motion.
The hot.
Using the jet sweep for the fake, they run it up the middle. And to pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow now. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they move it up past the 30-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback. And even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33.
11 MT, 11 MT. Let's get set. The hot.
Now, Burrow. Open man, downfield. Chase has it. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. The hot.
Burrow to throw. This is caught at the 2. And he's in. Jamar Chase. Touchdown, Bengals. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will cut it to a 2-point lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! We're going to 54. Wire.
A shotgun snap for Prescott. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. And we will not see a return on this one, as it will be marked down.
One, ready?
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10.
Dot.
Burrow. They'll look to set up the screen here. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Here we go. 11. 11. Dot.
Now a 2nd down throw for Burrow. He'll spot Higgins, who makes the grab.
Every defense in the league, Mike, they stress the importance of defending the middle of the field. And in this case, that's just too much room to operate. They have to find a way to close and cloudy up those windows, make the quarterback throw the ball to the sidelines. When you allow him to operate in there, especially with that much space, you're going to make for a long day.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Dot.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. He'll go right and find his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. The drive begins with a run by Williams. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go again with Williams. And he'll get this to about the 36-yard line. Sidney Brown, they're on the tackle. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. 3rd and short. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. Taken at the 19. Oh, looked like he may have hit a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return.
On 1, ready?
Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Dot.
They go play action for Burrow. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Let's get set. 11, 11. 11, 11. Got.
Burrow here on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
11 MT, tape. 11 MT. Got.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. That is hard. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's just really challenging for a defender to stay with them and take that play away.
Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Get it out quickly to Higgins. And he'll take it on in. T. Higgins. Touchdown, Cincinnati. And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown pass of this ballgame.
McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bengals will up the lead to 5. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. They'll come up here, first and 10.
Kill. 27.
Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
In motion comes Andrews. On second down, it's Dak. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
On third down, Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
I'm fine, ready? Gun.
One of the tight ends motions right. They'll run with Evans. It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick 1st down.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the 2nd half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the 2nd half and close this game out?
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 12.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
I'm fine, ready? Here we go.
On the ground, it's Evans. And he'll get this down to the 40. That's a nice run. It's also a 1st down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Let's get set.
Higgins sent in motion. A handoff as they try to run it here. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
Here we go.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he will not be able to get free. Picking up only a yard. Now, it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here we go. 11.
Burrow working in the pistol. A ball deep for the end zone. Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Hey, chill. Hey, 47.
Play fake. Prescott unloads downfield looking for Nacua. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Big-time play there as they try to cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. At this point in the game, Mike, remember, you're just going to get a couple more possessions, so you have to make the most of them, especially with the lead being this close for the taking.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he'll get this inside the 20. A nice run. They're in the red zone. It's 1st down. Dak to throw. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. To throw is Prescott. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
2nd down, Prescott. To the goal line and in. Mark Andrews. Touchdown, L.A. Cardi now to add the extra point. It's up and through. And the Rams will up it to a 2-point lead. So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. He'll start at the 2. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Shot.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
And he's got a Bengals 1st down. He'll take it up to about the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
They bring Chase in motion. Burrow now to throw on first down. He'll try to hit him with a screen. They get 14 out of the screen, and it's a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Good defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. To throw is Burrow. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Now, a big third down.
Here we go, here we go.
Burrow. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Really nice job by the secondary. It's clear the offense was trying to put some layers and take a deep shot to pick up this first down, but with nowhere to go, the quarterback's got no choice but to check the ball down. They do a great job tackling in space and keeps him short of the first down.
On 2.
So here it is, fourth down and 10.
Here we go. 11 mighty, 11 mighty. 11 MT, 11 MT. God.
They'll drop to throw. I had to take a chance on fourth down, and it's intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Well, Mike, this is entering the wrong kind of rarefied air. I mean, as in, it's only happened a handful of times since the turn of the millennium rare. It's an entire season's worth of picks thrown in just one game. I think at this point, you junk the playbook, you light it on fire, and we're just going to start from scratch next week.
Go to 54, go to 54. Why? What do you think?
A give, and here comes Williams. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings us second and 9 at the 25-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott now. Got his man at the 6. And he's going to be taken down.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. How to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
They'll run. It's Williams. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the plane, but a real solid gain on first and goal. Second and goal.
Here we go. So we're going to 54. Wide in. 26.
We'll go play action. It's Prescott. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
That was a perfectly timed hit. I think it actually saved 6 points, Mike. He got there just as the ball did, and I think it was the contact that separated him from the ball.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's third and goal. And this this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Now, an important extra point here to maybe salt this one away.
Makes the score Rams 44, Bengals 35.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
On one, ready?
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Gun. Stop. 11. 11. Stop.
Burrow to the middle of the field, caught by Higgins. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
We're good.
They'll come up now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 17.
Working out of the gun, Burrow. This one complete to Higgins. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
Perfectly timed blitz, and he just gets to the quarterback a fraction of a second too late. The ball comes out of his hand kind of funny as a result of the hit, and I'm not even exactly sure if the guy who caught it was his intended target.
11, Thomas. Stop.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. Going up top. That's caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet.
And with that late score, it's going to give them a little bit of late life here, Mike. But remember, the next series of events is very unlikely. They need to get the onside kick and then likely a Hail Mary situation. So while they definitely have a little bit of a chance, I think it's pretty slim.
On is McPherson for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Bengals will cut it to a 2-point lead. That score, too little, too late. They need a recovery and a miracle here. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.